Here to discuss her loss and her enduring legacy is fashion critic Emil Wilbekin. Emil, thank you for being here. It's unfortunate that you have to be here under these circumstances.
Yeah, thank you.
But talk to us about the impact of her loss. What is the fashion industry? How are they responding?
Well, it's interesting. If you lose someone in the fashion industry, to get statements from Vogue's Anna Wintour, from Madonna, it means that this is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Jessica Parker made a statement. And I think that this loss is really sad because it's so quick. Her career was very brief. She was very new. She was taking the fashion world by storm.
Yeah.
And she had a lot of love from the stars of the red carpet. So this loss means something to celebrities because a lot of them worked with her when she was a stylist and then wore her clothes as a designer. And then she was in their rarefied world because she dated Mick Jagger. So it feels very personal. And even Diane von Furstenberg made a statement saying that, you know, it's such a tragic loss and she wished that she knew about her issues with finances and things like that because she could have been able to help her.
Well, you mentioned her issues with finances. Did anyone know that she was struggling in this way? Her company appeared to be successful and she just had this diffusion line with Banana Republic.
Well, I think the thing about it is, you know, she had fashion line, accessories, all these things, and it's very expensive to produce all these things. So you don't see any of that. You know, that's all behind the scenes. Yet she canceled her show last season.
Oh, she did.
And there were rumors that there were maybe financial problems with the holding company. So there were some rumblings, but I don't think anyone thought, you know, $6 million in debt.
Oh,
right, that's
$6
a lot.
million, my goodness.
You know, well, besides the trouble she was going through, I think people will definitely remember her for her signature style.
Yes.
Talk to us about the Lorenz Scott aesthetic.
Well, Lorenz Scott's style is, you know, she was very statuesque. She was over 6 feet tall. So think about old Hollywood glamour.
Okay.
And very chic, very glamorous. She used a lot of art as influence, but very form-fitting. And what was great about her clothes that fit women of all different sizes. So you could have someone like Penelope Cruz wearing her clothes, Nicole Kidman, who's very tall, and then even Christina Hendricks from Mad Men.
Who's very curvy.
Very curvy. So all these women loved her clothes.
That makes sense. And it was body hugging, but just really sumptuous fabrics as well. And
yeah,
the
very
cut was
rich,
impeccable.
Yeah, very luxurious. If you think of old Hollywood glamour, but with a very young, modern take. So that's why it did so well on the red carpet, but very, very sexy and very, very beautiful.
But now that she's gone, how will that impact her business, her company?
Yes, because we saw Alexander McQueen, for example. He committed suicide, but his company has managed to flourish despite his death.
True.
Yes.
What about Scott's company?
I don't know.
What do you predict?
I mean, it's going to be hard because she's a very new brand. You know, you think of Alexander McQueen, he was a real legacy and a real icon. I think Lorenz Scott was very well known, but I don't think she had reached the levels that, say, Alexander McQueen had met.
Gotcha.
So we'll have to wait and see what happens to her company.
Okay.
Well, what do you think her legacy will be?
I think her legacy is one that, if you think of someone who moved through the ranks of fashion, someone who started as a model, Bruce Weber discovered her in Utah and convinced her to go to Paris, and then she became a stylist, and then she became a fashion designer, and then, as dating Mick Jagger, was hanging out with all these celebrities. So she really went through all the ranks of fashion, and I think if that's what her legacy will be, is that she is someone that worked in every aspect of fashion and really loved fashion.
Wow. Emil, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Come again under better circumstances.
Yes.
You promise?
I promise.
Okay, thank you, Emil.
Thank you.
And you're watching Arise Entertainment 360.